All right. Now, again, remember, most important thing, guys, is tell me when you don't know something. We just talked about question 8 is A, 9 is C. Everybody okay with that? All right, now, I usually have to review properties with kids, but I think you did some properties. Shall we review the properties? All right, so let's look. Now, again, what I tell kids for the properties is this. And you see what I did? I'm going to show you something. What I did was I tapped on the scissors. Watch. You tap on the scissors, and then I can highlight this. And now watch, I can drag it out of the way. All right, so if something's in the way, you can always clear it. Then I just shrink it down and cut it, and then we just do that problem. Does that make sense? All right, so here we go. Now, let's talk about the associative property. All right? Associative property is when the parentheses are in a different order. So, for example, 5 plus 3. Now over here, 5 and 3 and 7. So the order in which you're adding is different. Does everybody agree? In other words, the order is the same. The 5, 3, and 7 is the same, but the parentheses are different, correct? So when the parentheses are different, that's your clue to say that it's what? The associative property. All right? And the associative property, remember, is just when this is true. Did I see that? But what? The way you add them is different. So that's the associative property. Associate who you group with. That's how I look at it. All right? Now I want to talk to you about the identity. All right? The identity is remaining the same. So what do I mean by that? If I do, for example, A plus 0, I get what? A. And if I do A times 1, I also get what? A. Those are the identities. All right, those are the identities. Whenever you add 0 or multiply by 1, you stay exactly the same. So in math, we gave that a name. That's the additive identity and the multiplicative identity. All right, those are just fancy words. All right, but you just know them as the identity. Now, commutative, all right, that's when you're going in a different order. So what do I mean by that? The commutative property would be A plus B is equal to what? B plus A. All right, you could also say what? A times B is equal to what? B times A. So these are examples of C. These are examples of B. And this is an example of A. All right. Now, one of the things we do a lot in algebra and pre-algebra is we substitute. All right. What does that mean? All right. Substitution would be if I said, for example, x plus y, and then I came over here and said x equals 3. I'm going to substitute in for x what? 3. All right, so that's an example of a substitution. When you replace one equals with a what? With something else that's equal. All right, so that would be an example of substitution. All right, now again, is that math at all? No. Not really. That's just, can you memorize? All right, so if you miss those in the test, that just means you're not memorizing things that I asked you to memorize. It will help you. All right, to me, it wasn't a big deal, the properties, because it's just memorizing. The more important stuff is understanding of that. All right, so with that little bit of information now, I think everybody should be able to do 11, correct? Somebody tell me what 11 is confidently because they just listened to me. Yes, sir. Identity. It's the identity. I'm proud of you. Very good. That was B. All right. All right, somebody help me out with 12. Come on, girls, help me out. Tell me, what do you think? Say it again? Yes, I'm proud of you. D. Right, because you're just combining things that are alike, right? So this is 8 and this is 7. That's how I got what? 15. Good. Yes, sir. Okay, so let's figure out why you made a mistake.
Well,
Yes, and we're not supposed to do that, correct? Right? You see it now, Alden? You're just adding, correct? You're just adding 8 and 7. Okay, so now once again, guys, listen. The most important thing is that you have the ability to say, hey, man, I just don't know. All right? Don't sit there and not know something. Do not sit and not know something. It doesn't make sense. All right? Everybody wants to make an A. But they don't want to do what's necessary to make an A, which is when you don't know something, you speak up so I can help you. Then you get it right on the test. All right? Everybody good with number 12? All right. Now, number 13. Yes, ma'am. Good for you. D. It's definitely D. Because in this case, we're just doing what? Multiplying. Right? And we can multiply the numbers. All right. 9 times 7 gets 63, right? And then this means 63 times M, but we just don't write it like that. All right. Mathematicians, we say, are lazy. They do it as quickly as they possibly can. So we just write that as 63M. Everybody good? All right. I told you it's easy. Uh-oh. What?
For this section, say this is under the say 5, 2. Would you go like the bottom would be 5? Or the one on the left?
Are you talking about the problems we're getting ready to do right now? Okay, let me just go through and we'll see. All right, hopefully I'll answer your question. All right. Now, here, all right, it's just a matter of do you remember how to plot points, right? So I want everybody to do this. I want above the 5 put what? X. And above the 3 put what? Y. That is exactly correct. All right. Then the next thing I want you to do is X is also called the what? Domain. And Y is called the, does anybody know? Y was called the what? The range. All right, so that's something really important. You can't really do the problems unless you know that. The X values are called the domain. The Y values are called the range. And how I remember that is alphabetical order. Domain comes before what? Range. X comes before Y. All right, that was just a little something that I did. All right, to help me remember that. All right, so what letter corresponds to 5, 3? Obviously. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I gotcha. Yes, very good. The correct answer is C. The letter it's describing is E. Is that helpful? All right, good. All right, and now let's everybody take a look at K. So here is K over here. All right, so we're going to match that up with the X value, which is what? What's the X coordinate?
4.
4, right? So the only possible answer then is what? Say it. Yeah, 4, 7. All right, but let's look over here. Straight across this way. All right. That's how I like, that's part of the reason why I like notability. Because it gives me flexibility to enlarge and shrink, and if I don't see something, I can blow it up. Everybody happy with that explanation so far? Pretty easy, right, guys? Very simple. Very simple. All right, let's take a look at 16. Okay, so now I want everybody to put this above. Relation. The definition of relation is just a set of ordered pairs. Now, I'm not really going to ask you what that definition is. All right? I'm more interested in the math. All right? But there are some things that you just have to know. All right? In order to be able to do the math. All right? Now, what did I say the domain was? The X values, right? So can you tell me the answer to that one? I'm really proud of you, buddy. That's exactly correct. That's exactly right. Good for you. It's a good resource. Most of the time. Most of the time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I'm good. Thank you. Watch. All right, so first of all, can you tell me what domain means? So now we're going to blow this up. So which one of them has an x1, an x that's 2, an x that's 5, and an x that's 6? Watch. All of those x values are what? So that's not the answer. 1, 2, 5, 6. That's very simple. You see that, right? Very simple. 1, 2, 5, 6. Very good. Did you look it up? All right. Very, very good. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go back to my notes. There you have it. The range. All right. Range. Pretty happy with that. All right. And now continue on. Which ordered pair would appear in the graph of the data? Somebody? Tell me. Yes, of course. B, very good. How do we know it was B? Because the x-coordinate here is what? 12. Here's the x-coordinate, that's 12. That corresponds to the y value of 0. That was easy. Right? Remember, like I said, it's no good to sit there and not know something. There's no good. All right? You're supposed to communicate with me. All right? Math is the easiest class you're going to have all day long. All right? Because all you have to do is ask if you don't know something. All right? Any questions? I thought that was kind of easy. Uh-oh. Now, this is the one that separates a couple of you. Who was able to figure out 18? This was kind of hard. What did you get? So far, I've got C. Somebody else? William? C? I think I got B. Well, there's no reason to think about what you got. All you got to do is look on your iPad. All right, thank you. There you go. I don't want you to think wrong. Hey, good. All right, I like this. Somebody else? A2. Okay, so there's 2 A's. Yes, sir. I got another B. Okay, wow. I got all kinds of answers. Good. I got 2 C's. Yes. C. Well, there's 3 C's. Wow. So basically we're saying we don't know what the answer is, correct? So there's only one answer, correct? All right, so now look, guys. Come on. Come on. I want to show you. This is the easiest problem. Easiest problem. Easiest problem there is. Somebody tell me, what's this x value? 12. So if I put 12 in here, 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 and here, I should get the y value. Somebody see that? So if I put 12 in for A, what's 12 minus 12? Is that the answer? Yeah, it could be possible. What's 12 times 12?
144.
Is that 0? So it can't be B. What's 12 plus 12? So it can't be C. And of course, 12 divided by 12 is, so that's not the answer. Does everybody see what I'm getting at? Right? All you're doing is you're plugging in any x to tell me what the y is. So again, let's see if it works for this one. What's 20 minus 12? That's why that's the correct answer. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. All right? Yes, sir. Yeah. Listen, as we go on, guys, as soon as you understand something, we're moving forward. All right? If you don't know something, speak up. Everybody happy with that explanation, right? Agree, everybody agree that was easy. Even if you thought it was hard last night. Uh-oh. What's the range? What does the range mean again? What is the range? Someone. It's the what? Now, listen to me. Yes, there are several definitions of range. One is exactly right. The difference between the high and the low. So there's different ones. We're talking about graphing. The range is the what? Tell us. That's all it is. The range is the y value. Everybody agree with me? So anytime someone asks you for the range when you're dealing with graphing, you're going to look at the y values. And the y values are what? 0, 4, 8, and 12. So the correct answer had to be what? Speak up. C. I'm happy. 0, 4, 8, 12. Everybody good with that? That was kind of easy. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know, I understand. There's different definitions. All right? That's what really confuses me about English. There. Give me a break. I got all these different rules. All right? All right, here we go. Number 20. Let's see who got this. Dan uses a ream of paper every 6 hours that he works. If Dan works 30 hours, how many reams of paper did he use? Yes, ma'am. That's okay. Tell me. All right, I like B. Somebody else? I got an A. Now, listen, what I'm going to try to do this year is I'm going to really try to make math visual. All right, so here's what I want you to do on this. If he uses 1 ream of paper every 6 hours. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. 1 ream every what? 6 hours. So that means what? In 12 hours, he's going to use what? 2 reams. Bear with me. So in 18 hours, he's going to use what? 3 reams. So you should be able to see the pattern. And that pattern is, of course, the correct answer was what? B. All right, B is correct. All right. Does everybody see the writing out the pattern, right? All right. Now let's just check out 21. I got to figure out what time we need because it seems like we get out at 17. So we got some time. That's good. All right. Here we go. Everybody wants to do pre-algebra, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right. Number 21. It says the number of students sitting in the first row of the bleachers is 7, then 13, then 19, then 25. The next row is obviously, come on, this is no A. How did you get that? What did we do? Did I go by 6 each time? Plus 6. That's exactly right. All right, so I'm happy with that. So 31 is correct. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at 22. Uh-oh. Now look, this is something I'm trying to teach kids. This is just a thinking question. All right? If I want 2 consecutive what? Odds. First of all, there's only one answer possible. Tell us why there's only one answer possible. Can you tell me? Yeah. You tell me, yes. Hold on, right here. Go. Yeah. Well, but no, I want you to look at your answer choices.
They're all.
Yeah, this one is even, so that's not an answer. This one's even. This one's even. This is the only one that has a what? 2 odds that are consecutive. All right, look how easy that was. That's what we're going to work on this year. Is if you don't know something, you should be looking at the answers and trying to work backwards and trying to figure it out. All right, that's an important skill for ERB. All right? Now, let me see something here. Okay, I asked you to get to 27, so I think that's good. All right? So the total pieces of gum, if you have 7 and gave away 4, so what one is that? Tell us.
7 minus 4.
Good. A. Easy. The time spent playing games of each of 4 games is 5 minutes. Yes, sir. Tell me. I like it. 4 times 5. Very good. And now, some good mental math here. All right, some good mental math. Tell me.
The answer is B.
All right, now, so again, let's see if you're correct. What's 12 minus 4? 8 plus 3. 11 times 6. There you go. Perfect. That's how we should be doing that. All right. Now, here is another good one. All right, William, what do you think? Okay. Well, now remember, it says if each of the 4 games is 5 minutes. So you had 4 games. Each game is what? 5 minutes. You see it now, right? All right, that's a good question again. All right, now let's jump down here. Correct answer, yes, ma'am. A, I think you're right. Because what? 6 times 4 is, and 16 divided, or minus 4. There you have it. Good work. Easy as that. All right, and last one I ask you to do. The number of inches in any number of yards. In this one, you had to know how many inches in a yard. How many inches in a yard, guys? You might know? 36. Thank you very much. 36 inches in a yard, right? 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard. So 36 inches in a yard. So the correct answer was what? A. Very good. All right, correct answer was A. Yes, sir. Of course. All right, now, listen. Hustle up. Now, tonight, guess what? Very good. Very good. But I was not telling the truth. Your homework is try to finish this up as much as you can. All right? So we're starting with 27. Now, you're going to enjoy the ERB questions tonight, okay? All right? Try to do those. All right? I'll really work on those with you tomorrow. All right? So again, all right, I want you to go through, I want you to do the rest of this review. Try to get it done tonight. Listen, if you don't know how to do a couple problems, does it matter? No, we're going to do it in class. All right? Yes, sir. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. And then on Monday, I'm going to scroll through your iPads and see if you do them all. Oh, you don't have an inevitability yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes, thank you.